Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nose Tech Academy. I am your friend Chiwe. You are welcome and feel free and feel at home. Now, this is the first video for 2024-2025 academic year in mathematics. Okay, this is the first video. Always at Nostec Academy, we don't just start teaching. All right? We don't just start teaching. There is what we call introduction to mathematics. It's not there in the syllabus, but we teach it because it is very, very important. Are we together? So, introduction to mathematics. Introduction to mathematics. Introduction to mathematics here, we look at integers. Okay? We look at integers. Now, under integers here, we are going to look at the likes of positive and negative signs, because most of the students find it hard to differentiate between positive and negative. When they multiply negative and positive, positive and negative, 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 when they add or subtract, it's a challenge, a big challenge. Okay, so this is our base, our starting base. Okay, so let's start with the signs. Okay, what do you do when you have two numbers with different sides? Okay, so two numbers with the different signs. Okay, two numbers with a different signs. That is example. Okay, example A. Let's say add or solve. Let me just try to solve A -1 plus 4, B 1, y1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, something like that. Or 2 minus 1. This is very basic, but it's very important. Okay, very important, because this we apply it everywhere. We apply it on algebra, on indices, calculus, matrices, coordinate geometry, in most of the topics. So you must know for you to love mathematics. By the way, you will love mathematics at Nostec Academy. Okay, you love mathematics, and I can guarantee you're getting a distinction. Okay, getting a distinction. We don't believe in mediocrity. We don't believe in average. We believe in excellency. Okay, excellency is the goal. Distinctions. All right. So you need to have that mindset of getting what? Distinctions, good results. Not just it's okay, or a 5 I can be. No, distinctions, my friends. Okay. Now, let's say you have negative, or this is C, -1 plus 5. Let's just look at these two. 3. Maybe even the last one. Let me add this one. Let me add -100 plus 50. Now, the method that is that most of you know is that of using a number line. Yes, you can use a number line to solve this, but guys, there has to be a shortcut. You have to be lazy. A mathematician is a lazy person. No, I'm lazy, by the way. So a lazy person is a person who always look for shortcuts to solve what? To solving a problem. Okay, you don't have to draw a number line. Look at this number. This is big number. Drawing a number line which has 100, 1, 0 to 100, -100, then positive numbers. No, there has to be a formula, a way of solving these. Yes. What is that formula? Two numbers with different signs. What do you do? Two numbers different signs. This is what you do. You subtract, and get the sign, subtract When they have different signs, if that is positive, negative, or negative, positive, different signs, subtract, guys, and then get the sign from the bigger number. Bigger number. Okay, so using this rule, let's apply it here. Let's solve these questions. -1 plus 4. -1 plus 4. The first question is, are they of different signs? Yes, this is negative and this is positive. So what does the rule state? It says that subtract. So when subtracting, you always start with the bigger number, by the way. So it will be 4 minus 1, which is 3. Okay, subtracting, let me just show you here. 4 minus 1. Okay, when you subtract 4 minus 1, it is 3. The sign from the bigger number, the sign, get the sign from the bigger number. The bigger number is 4. What is this? Is sign positive. So the answer here is just positive 3. Are we together? Let's apply it here. You know that 2 minus 1 is 1. Now, do you know why? Don't just master that 2 minus 1 is 1. What? Apply this rule as well. This is positive 2. This is negative what? Negative 1. So what you do, you subtract 2 minus 1, it is 1. Then you get the sign from the bigger number, which is 2, it is positive. That's the reason why 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. How about the third one? -1, this is -5. So you still subtract. So it will be 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1, I want the one which will give, okay, I think this one will give us negative. This is positive, and this one will also give us positive. So I wanted the one which will give us negative, and there is this one. So 5 minus 1 is 4. The sign from the bigger number is positive. Okay, let me be lenient and add E, the same question, but I will just say 1 minus 5. Okay, so that you understand what I'm talking about. So let's go to D. D here, my good friends, D is saying -100 plus 50. Different signs, so we're going to subtract. The bigger number is 100, so we're going to say 100 minus 50. 100 minus 50 is what? 50. The sign from the bigger number is negative. Okay? So the answer is -50. Are we pamoja? Then we have E, my good friends. We have E here. Look at E. E, there's 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5. 1 is positive. So don't jump any step. Apply the rule correctly. First, check if they are of different signs. Then subtract, starting with the bigger number. Then after subtracting, get the sign for your answer from the bigger number. Okay. So here, it will still be 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1, the answer there. Well, by the way, do not cheat, do not be deceived. And also, if you use a calculator, as I'm teaching here, you're just deceiving yourselves. What I'm implanting in you, I'm preparing you for mathematics paper 1. Mathematics paper 1, you're not supposed to use a calculator. So this is where we start from, so that you don't panic when you'll be writing mathematics paper 1. Okay? So this is where we start from the basics. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Then the second part, get the sign from the bigger number. The sign from the bigger number is negative. So 1 minus 5 is -4. Okay, so that's all about this rule. This is the first rule. Two numbers with different signs, subtract and then get the sign from the bigger number. Are we together? Now, what if, because I know you have what if questions. What if it was -2 minus 1? No, we can't do anything there because right now we are looking at two numbers with different signs. So your what if question comes as the second rule where both numbers are negative. What do we do? Come here. In the first part of this video, the introduction to mathematics, the first party, we looked at the introduction to mathematics, which is integers. I mentioned earlier that we never find integers in secondary school like 10 to grade 12. They assume you know. Okay? But here at Gnostic Academy, we teach you because we know that is the foundation of mathematics. That is the foundation of mathematics. These little things give help to students. And it is from these little things that you prepare for mathematics paper 1. Okay? Mathematics paper 1. So, the first party, we've looked at two numbers with different signs, and then we subtract and then get the sign for a bigger number, like you can see here. All right. Now, in this party, this video, we're going to look at two negative numbers. What do you do when you have two negative numbers, like here, negative 1 minus 4, negative 2 minus 2. Let me even add f here so that you enjoy negative 1 minus 1. Okay, so all are negative. What do you do? By the way, when you'll be looking at algebra, we'll just add x here and even here x. Don't get confused. Okay, do not be confused because they're just the same. Okay, this is mathematics and it is very sweet and very interesting just to follow through this video series. All right, so two negative numbers, what do you do? Add. Yes, you don't see an additional sign, but just add. Then maintain the negative sign. Add. Then maintain the negative sign. What is this person saying? This person is saying, when you have two negative numbers, this is negative 1 and this is negative 4. What you do, just add them. 1 plus 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. Maintain the sign which is negative. So negative 1 minus 4 is negative 5. Are we together? All right. Add, then maintain the sign. So the answer is negative what? Negative 5. Are we together? Then even here, negative 2 minus 1 is the same as negative 2. Oh, it's the same as, since we are adding 2 plus 1. Then remember to maintain the sign. Okay, we are dealing with this. So the sign we're going to maintain as negative 1 plus 2 is 3. So negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Let's go to C. We do the same here. I'm sure you've now known the pattern. We don't want to be using the number line from here up to here, here up to here. No, we are big people. Okay? We are big people. So let's do the needful. So the needful is 1 plus 5, which is negative 6. Okay? Negative 6. In life is all about rules and laws. Everything functions by law. Okay? So you should know how it's done. Everything, how things work. Don't just know things. Know how they work. That is wisdom and understanding. Now, I'm teaching you not just to memorize negative so minus so is so. I'm also teaching you so that you understand. After understanding, you can now apply to these other three. If you can pause the video and answer these, then it is okay. Then follow through as I'm solving. Okay, and compare answers. So since this is negative and this is negative, the final answer, so this is the same as 100 plus 50, which is the common sign is negative, so it is negative 150. When you add 100 plus 50, you see how simple it is if you know the law. By the way, if you know the truth shall set you free. Okay, the reason why people panic in the exam or when answering mathematics or any other subject is because they don't know the truth. They just mastered or memorized. Understand how things work. We have this one, negative 1 minus 10 is not negative 9 or positive 9. Okay, the answer here, it is just 1 plus 10. The common sign is negative, so 1 plus 10 is 11. So the answer is neg 11, negative 11. So what is the answer to the last question? Okay, so the last question, it is 1, negative 1, negative 1. So we're going to say 1 plus 1. We add, then we maintain the sign. We together we maintain the sign, and then the answer 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, you can use a number line if you want. Okay, so for now we will not be using a calculator until I tell you to do so. Not to be using calculator. We want to train our brains on how to calculate mathematics without using what? Calculators or any mathematical table. Are we together? So this is how it's done. So now, without using a calculator, try these questions. Guys, this is your work. So if you have understood this first lesson, try this without using a calculator. Okay, try this one, then send the answers nicely as you capture the solution and send to my inbox. I'll mark your work. All right, thank you so much. I love you wherever you are in Zambia or anywhere on this part of the world. Okay, in Zambia, Lusaka, and in all 10 provinces, you are welcome to Nostech Academy. We value your presence and also your contribution to this channel. Thank you so much.